Welcome back, everyone. Today we're setting our sights on India's eastern coast. We're doing a deep dive into Odisha, which you often hear called India's Eastern Gem.
That's right. And our plan is really to unpack the sources you've given us to sort of
Mhm.
see what makes this state tick. Why is it considered such a rich place culturally, geographically?
Exactly. An underrated gem is another phrase that comes up. And looking through the material, what really strikes me is this unique blend. You've got spirituality, tradition, and just stunning natural beauty all woven together.
It really is a fascinating mix. And how seamlessly it all connects, that's what's quite remarkable. Maybe we should start with the basics. Like, where exactly is it, the geography?
Good idea. Let's ground ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, so the sources put Odisha right there on the eastern coast of India, facing the Bay of Bengal.
Hmm.
Bhubaneswar is the capital, and it has this massive coastline, something like 480 kilometers long. Lots of well-known beaches there, too, like Puri and Chandapur.
Right. And that coast, along with the big rivers, the Mahanadi, Brahmani, Baitarani,
Hmm.
they aren't just lines on a map.
No, they're vital.
Absolutely. They shape the agriculture, the ecosystems, and the climate, too, naturally. You get those hot summers, the really crucial monsoon season, and then fairly mild winters. The geography kind of dictates the rhythm of life there.
That makes sense. And it seems like that geography, that setting, has really fostered an incredibly deep cultural heritage. What are we seeing on that front?
Oh, definitely. I mean, Odisha is where Odissi dance comes from. It's one of India's oldest classical dance forms, still performed today.
Known for being very intricate, right? The hand gestures, the storytelling.
Exactly. But the heritage goes way beyond dance. Think about the temples. The Jagannath Temple in Puri is world famous. Then there's the Sun Temple at Konark. That's a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Amazing structure, that distinctive Kalinga architecture.
Precisely. And the Lingaraj Temple in Bhubaneswar, too, which is ancient. These places are, well, living history, still active centers of worship and just incredible feats of engineering.
It sounds like that artistic impulse, it runs really deep. It's not just performance or architecture, but crafts, too.
Oh, absolutely. The sources really highlight this. Odisha is known for some very specific, very beautiful art forms.
Like what?
Well, there's Padachitra painting these detailed paintings on cloth, usually showing myths and legends. Then you have the silver filigree work, known as tarakasi, incredibly delicate.
I think I've seen pictures of that, like silver lace.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
And detailed stone carving, carrying on those temple traditions. And Sambapuri saris, of course, with their unique ikat weave.
Wow. Where do people still practice these things? Is it widespread?
It is, but there are also hubs. The sources mention Raghurashpur, near Puri. It's a designated heritage crafts village. Basically, a whole community focused on keeping these traditional artisan skills alive, like a living museum.
That's fantastic. Okay, so we have the culture, the art, but the sources also talked a lot about nature and wildlife. What stood out there?
Chilika Lake, definitely. It's highlighted as Asia's biggest brackish water lagoon,
Brackish meaning.
a mix of fresh and salt water. It creates this unique environment that's just perfect for birds.
Yeah.
It's a massive hotspot for migratory birds, especially in winter.
Ah, okay. A birdwatcher's paradise then.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But it's not just Chilika. You've also got Simlapal and Bhitarkanika National Parks. These are really important conservation areas.
Protecting what kind of animals?
Big species.
Mm.
Tigers, elephants, and Bhitarkanika is particularly known for its saltwater crocodiles. So Odisha plays a pretty significant role in India's biodiversity protection efforts.
So we've got this ancient culture, incredible nature. How does the modern economy fit into all this and just, daily life?
Yeah, that's another layer. The economy is traditionally based on agriculture, but mining is also huge. The state is really rich in minerals, bauxite, coal, iron ore.
Right.
And alongside that, there's been rapid industrialization. Big sectors like steel, aluminum, power generation. So you have this interesting dynamic, maybe even a tension sometimes, between preserving tradition and driving development.
How does that play out, especially with the strong spiritual side?
You see it very clearly in the festivals. The Rath Yatra in Puri, the car festival for Lord Jagannath, is probably the most famous example.
That's the one with the enormous chariots.
Yes. Millions of people come together. It's this massive shared act of devotion happening right alongside everything else. But there's also Durga Puja, Diwali, lots of local tribal festivals too, showing the diversity within the state.
So it really sounds like Odisha is this incredible meeting point. Spirituality, ancient traditions, amazing natural landscapes, and modern industry all coexisting.
Exactly. It's that specific combination, that unique blend, that makes Odisha such a compelling, almost singular place within India. It captures so much of the country's diversity in one state.
Hmm. It really makes you think. Given this incredible blend we've just discussed, what does Odisha's story teach us about that interplay? Between ancient heritage, these vibrant natural environments, and the push for modern development in our fast-changing world. Something to ponder.